at every turn, replacing us with new Scots and putting our own people at the bottom of the pile. They hate us, well, no more. Their reign of mismanagement and division and anti-British hate must end. The future of our great nation hangs in the balance, and it is our duty to ensure we remove them from power. But we must ensure that we prevent Labour from seizing control and continuing the same failures. So this is our call to action. Let us rise above division, reclaim our shared heritage and forge a future where Scotland stands strong, united, proud and free from the shackles who would tear us apart. On October 29th, 1941, a great man said, "This is the lesson. Never give in, never give in, never, 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 and nothing great or small, large or petty. Never give in, accept the convictions of honour and good sense. Never yield to force, never yield to the apparent overwhelming might of the enemy." Those were the words of Winston Churchill, and those words ring just as true now as they did back then. For the fight is ours, and together, united, we will prevail. Thank you.
Go on, Stevie! Glasgow, let's hear you! Let's hear you louder! Glasgow, thank you very much. We've had some difficult things to deal with today, and the Speaker should be in those steps. And yous have done us proud, because the people at the back sat there and booed a woman talking about a passed away child. They stood and booed a man talking about child protection. And we are the people with standards and morals. Let's hear you. Now, we had a bit of a problem during the week. One of the guys that was helping organise this had a bit of problem in the newspaper with his past, and he's not here today. Now, rightly or wrongly, that's his decision, and I'm not in a debate with it. However, one guy stood right up and took the mantle to make sure this happened, and I couldn't let it pass without showing appreciation for that guy. Is Connor. Let's hear it, Connor. For those that don't know me, I had a wee personal detail to deal with on Friday, which was at a building just over the Clyde, and we're not going to get into that now. So he had to do a lot of the heavy lift. He had to do a lot of heavy lifting himself, and I applaud that man. That man's a good man. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Connor. Come on, Glasgow and Scotland! Make some noise! Look around you! People from Falkirk, Glasgow, Peterhead, Aberdeen, up and down the country, the UK, Ireland, Wales, Pillar! Come on! This is not just about one group. This is not about one town or one single issue. This is about unity. It's about people from all walks of life. It's about people from different backgrounds, different struggles and different communities standing together and saying enough is enough! For too long we've been told to sit down, be quiet and accept decisions that affect our lives behind closed doors and silence. Well, no more. We will not sit back and let our communities be destroyed or be ignored. We will not allow the future of our children to be decided behind closed doors by people who never once come to us, the people, for answers. This rally isn't about hate. It isn't about division. It isn't about it's about truth. It's about accountability. It's about defending the rights and freedoms that are supposed to be guaranteed in this country. We will not accept attacks on free speech. We will not accept being silenced or censored for telling the truth. And we will never accept the idea of being forced into digital ID systems that will ruin us. Strips away our basic freedoms and reduces us to numbers on a screen. This country belongs to the people, not to unelected officials, not to corporations, and not to those who think they can control us. We've had crimes brushed under the carpet, we've had communities ignored, and we've seen voices silenced, and yet the people, you, keep turning up. Week after week, town after town, city after city. That tells me one thing: this movement cannot and will not be silenced. To every single one of you today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And a massive thank you to those who have marched with us before, to those who have travelled far, and to those who are speaking up for the very first time today. Thank you. A massive thank you to all the speakers who've chosen to stand up here today and share their voices, their views, and their stories, and their truths. It takes courage to step up here, and together we've made sure those voices are heard loud and clear. Let's be clear, we are not going to stop. We will keep speaking out, and we will keep protesting. We will keep standing together, because the moment we go quiet, they win. And we are not here to lose. So today, we leave here stronger, louder, and more united than ever before. This is just the beginning, and no matter how hard they try to shut us down, we will keep coming back. Come on, Glasgow! Come on, Scotland!
Hello! We're nearly done. Right, Glasgow, you were tremendous. I've travelled to Peterhead, Aberdeen, all over Scotland and the United Kingdom at protests. And I thought, if we don't pull a crowd here today, those small towns and smaller cities have embarrassed us. But they have not. You have done the city proud, and thank you. What I've seen in my travels, the concerns that the British people have are blind. These concerns do not just stick to people that society say are far right. They actually affect the people at the back as well as the people at the front. And what I want to tell you is, see this nonsense that they buy us into and the pigeonholes that you're far left and you're far right and you're right this and you're left this. It doesn't exist. Let me tell you what happens today. The only thing that's important is right or wrong. And ladies and gentlemen, you're right. And I stood in George Square last year, and I told anybody that was there, they'll remember, I said, don't worry about the numbers. The next time, you all bring your friends. And by God, have you smashed that. And this is not the end, this is only the beginning. And we'll keep going, and we'll keep going, and we'll keep going, and we'll get that big. They'll not be in the same postcode as us. I just saw Ed. Where did Ed go to? Ed! Where is he? I seen him. Where's Ed? Right. I can't see Ed. Ed's a guy that got out of his bed about 4 o'clock this morning in Northampton to be here. And I just wanted, oh, here he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show up for Ed. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed covers all the protests in Epping. He seen me down last week with my big pal Kit. He came up here to support us. Thank you.
Well, cheers for that, Craig, for putting me on the spot. I would like to say I've got a rousing speech for you prepared, but that would be a lie. It's an amazing turnout, and it's just something that we've seen explode from Epping up and down the United Kingdom, and the momentum is solely with us. We've had the media against us, calling us far right, slandering us. We've had the judiciary system against us, weaponised against us by a wannabe dictator, weaponising our judiciary system, sending us down for tweets, calling us far right and persecuting us for our opinion, and yet still we are pulling numbers the likes of which this country has never seen before. 1 million people in London. 1 million people in London is unheard of. No political party could get that. That is why we are the party of the people. We are at a serious crossroads now in this country, and we've only got 4 years, not just to save this country, but to save the entirety of the West. And to the people who are protesting only a few hundred yards over that way, not that there's a massive group of them, but with the government constantly moving the goalposts closer and closer when it comes to freedom of speech, maybe one day it might be us being persecuted now, but with them constantly moving the goalposts, it might be you in the near future who is sent down for a thought crime. Thank you very much for coming out of Scotland. It's an amazing turnout, and we will 100% take our countries back all together. Rule Britannia, and God bless Scotland!
What a man. If you're a unionist or a separatist or somebody in the middle that actually doesn't give a shite. I know there is all those things in this crowd today, because see, at the end of the day, we are the people of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Baraka, we can see you sneaking out. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for my mate Baraka. Right, he's a podcaster, not a public speaker, so listen up till I tell you something. I want to introduce this man. This man, I love him to bits. I talk a lot at protests about asylum seekers, and I tell his story about spending the first 14 years of his life in a camp 2.5 miles wide because people are jumping the queue all over the place. Not asylum seekers. This kid's family ran from the Congo for their lives. They're proper asylum seekers. And his people, his family were 17 years in that camp because people are jumping queues and telling lies. And for that, he's got my respect. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Baraka.
Thank you. How come we're not on the stage? How come we're not on the stage? All right. All right, cool. I hope you guys can hear me. Now, when the war broke out in Congo, I wasn't alive. I wasn't born back then. Now, I need to move close. Right here. I think you're too close. Push back. Can we push back? Can we push back a wee bit? Right. All right, you ready? They're ready. They're mobilized. They're ready. The B is ready as well. God. Right here.
Watch yourself with that.
Okay. That's okay. Let's go. Right. So, I wasn't born in Congo. I was born in a refugee camp. Now, I want to tell you, before I was born, I want to tell you a story of my mom. Right. When the war broke out in Congo in 1996, it was a night time, they were sleeping.
Big boy, she says you're blocking our view a wee bit.
Guns start
Can't see
blazing
the
around.
bulging face.
People are
No,
running,
I'm
people
just
are
asking
dying.
move a wee bit, that's all.
Mothers are getting
Oh yeah,
raped,
it's all
children are
friends that
getting
are in
killed.
this front, mate.
So
They'll all keep
everybody's
them
running.
safe.
Whatever direction you're
fuck.
hearing the gun, you're going the opposite direction. So if you're hearing the guns from that side, you're running that side. You don't know where you're going. It's night time. That's what it was like. Now, they kept on running. They kept on running. Now, I got a lot of brothers. I got 4 brothers. Now, they were sleeping at that time. My mom and dad, they hit guns. They picked up the kid and started running. Now, after running for like an hour and a half, my dad realized that he left the kid in the bed. That's how terrified it was. He picked up a blanket and kept inside of a kid. That's how scary it was. So everybody was just running. You pick up wherever you have. If you have money in your pocket, you're just picking up that pants and hopefully it's in there and you're just running. Now, so then I was born in a refugee camp in Tanzania. It's a refugee camp called Nyarugusu. I'm not sure if you guys have heard that. And at the time, there's so many people ran there. A lot of people were going there, real refugees, after being butchered from the civil war that erupted in Congo, in Goma and Uvira. Now, of course, I was born there. My parents applied for asylum to all the countries. They waited. Now, then I was born in that camp, the same camp. I'm talking tents. I was born there. Now, we're waiting and waiting and waiting. For 14 years, we were waiting. Now, of course, these guys could choose to wait as well and be processed with where they are, whatever they're in. They could choose to wait, and the government would choose. If you're a good guy, they'll process your asylum, they'll print your ID card, and then they'll get you in the country. They'll go through the process. But these guys hijacked that, and they come in the country illegally. Now, right now as I speak, in that camp, there is over 133,000 people waiting. And these guys could easily choose to be cowards and skip the line. Now the reason why maybe I might say the reason why we were there for 14 years is because other people skipped the line. And we had to wait there for 14 years. We could have gone somewhere. Maybe I could have come here and be born here or whatever. Or maybe I could have come here when I was 5 or I came here when I was 11. Because some guys skipped the line. And right now, we're seeing more people every single week skipping that same line, leaving a lot of people. I'm talking real refugees who are... Thank you. So real refugees who are waiting and waiting. Some probably 20 years. And I was talking to my mom, I believe, a couple of days ago. She was talking to a friend back in the camp, and I was thinking, God, I was born there. You guys ran there together, and they're still waiting. Oh my God! I mean, and we see people coming in the country legally and be given everything for free while these guys are waiting for 20 years plus. I'm 24 years old. I just turned 24 last week on Thursday. Some people I've been waiting there for 24 plus years. They're just waiting and waiting and waiting because they respect the laws, they respect the rules, and they're following it. Now,
imagine cheering that last I talking about.
Now, of course, Greg here, the channel at the Baraka Show. If you guys watching, make sure you like and subscribe. Sorry, I have to plug it. Now, I was speaking to the reason why Greg brought me here is because a lot of those guys over there want to brand you guys racist, far right, football hooligans, fascists, all the names, all the bad names they can find in the dictionary. They want to label you that, they want to brand you on that. And now I'm here speaking to that same group, the same group that have been called racist far right. I mean, my story that I'm telling you right now. Now, the media will brand you guys racist far right, the worst people here, the worst group here. How come the good group didn't invite me to go speak over there? So if they were real passionate about the welcome, refugees are welcome, all these sort of things, they should have me on the stage and talking about how proud I am to be a refugee here. But they wouldn't do that because that destroyed their narrative. They wouldn't do that because I'm a legal refugee. I waited in line, my parents waited. But of course they don't want the law-abiding refugees who came here. They want to call everybody here racist because they're paid to do that. Now, I don't want to take it too long. I believe my story has been delivered to you guys. If you want to rewatch it,
Hold that, man.
Children in this country and
I want to pass the mic back to Greg. I want to say thank you so much. The turnout, amazing. I mean, when I came here early today. I'm from Manchester. Came here with a team, beautiful team. I got here early because I was thinking I need to get here early to set up and stuff so I can be here before you guys. But somehow when I got here, hundreds of people were ready. You can tell the public is not asleep anymore. You can tell the people.
When I wait, John, when I wait. Oh, when I wait.
I call this the greatest awakening.
Oh, when I wait, mate.
Because all the way from over there's hundreds of people turning up. It's a Saturday, for God's sake. They could easily go around and watch football and have fun, go on a date, do all the lovely stuff they could do. But instead, they want to stand here, rain or not. They're ready to send a message, and I believe the message will be received today. Thank you so much.
East, British Christian values, regardless of his own beliefs. And having served in West Africa in a civil war myself in Sierra Leone, I understand his story. Exactly. And I've seen his people murdered and butchered in the name of some ridiculous ideology. The very same ideology spewed over there.
Bouncing, mate. Fucking bouncing.
What a remarkable young man. A brother. Well done, Baraka.
Come on, son.
Let's hear it for Baraka. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your support, your numbers, your respect shown to the speakers, which I cannot say for everybody in this street. Well done, Glasgow. And let me tell you something, I thought we would double what we had last year, and we haven't. I think we've at least trebled it. In Glasgow, wait till you see what's coming next. We are the people of the United Kingdom, of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Let's go! The Pint Ladies of Falkirk are here, big applause for them. And all the towns and smaller cities in Scotland, you've led the way. Glasgow's responded. Let's do this together!
Save our children!